Hey, second grade, is Mr. Hunter here. I have your page right here, 219 and 220, because we're in second grade language. All you need is your pencil. You're going to have your page and write your name at the top. You might get tired of me saying this, but guess what? We are working on, what do you think? Contractions. Yes, contractions are a big part of our everyday speech, our everyday writing. And so we're going to be doing some more work with that. Once you have your name, you should have it on there now. Let's look at the top. And it's just another repeat of a direction. Even on my board, I wrote it. A contraction is two words being smushed together to make one word. Anybody see something wrong with that sentence? I do. I did not put a period on it. So I just now noticed that, but just wanted to show you guys. A contraction is a short way of saying two words, and we've been doing this. What shows us that two words have been put together? The apostrophe. The apostrophe, just like that. And I'll spell it out for you, just so you know. The apostrophe is how we see that, we know that there's two words that have been combined together to make one. So in this word, the apostrophe shows where the letters have been left out. So we have, I just said it right there. We have equals we've. So we've seen so many different directions or so many different examples of how we can make a contraction. We're just going to jump right in. We're going to go through reading the contractions, writing the words. We're going to put words together to make more contractions. I'm going to give you your dictation. And then on the back page, we have a fun activity. So let's start right now. All right. Number one, it says read the contractions and write the words. So the first contraction, it says should have. Everybody say should have. We should have done this a long time ago. Or you should have put the toys away the first time your mom told you. I think your parents may like that. Or I should have got extra milk at the store because now they're out. So those are different things. Now we have should have equals. We have one word, but remember a contraction is when you take two words and make one word. So we already have one word. So now we have to turn it into two words. So should have, what should we put for the first word? And if you're listening carefully, you might have just heard me say it. We should put should. Should should go in the first blank, and should, and then it's the second word. What was the second word if we have should have? You guys are probably answering me right now. So we have should plus have, and that becomes should have. All right. Now, here's the thing. Contractions are great. They help us with making words, like I said, two words become one, but we don't want to use every contraction or use contractions in every sentence all the time, nonstop. But this is just showing you how. So we have should have. Now we have underneath it said could have. So what do you think? If we had should have for should have, what do you think is this one? Could have. Yes, could have. So we need to write could in the first blank and have. Now I have a question for you. Can we write have as the first word and write could as the second word? They're still the same words, right? No, we can't. We have to put it in the exact order that it sounds and that it looks. So could has to go first, have has to go second. That is always the case, okay? And then the last one, would have. I think you guys can do this one in your own. I hope you try it, and I think it's going to be just fine for you, okay? It's two words, remember that. Now, number two says put the words together to make contractions, and then you're going to write the contractions. So we have two steps here. So we have the plus sign, which is R, and then we have they. In that column, we have they, you, and we, and then we have the plus sign is R. So what you're going to do is you're going to put they plus R equals what? You guys understand? So pretty much what you're doing is you are making your own contraction. So you have the word they, all right? You have the word they. You have to plus the R, all right? They are equals, they are going to the store. They are playing on the playground. They are on the swings. Or you could say, they're on the swings. Did everybody hear that? You don't think about it because guess what? We say these things without even thinking it. We say it subconsciously. You guys, I guarantee you, how many of you knew what a contraction was this year before you came into second grade? Okay, if you raised your hand, did you know what a contraction was last year in first grade? I'm pretty sure you didn't. But I'm also sure that you have said these words just by listening to some parents or just by casually hearing it in conversation because it's so natural to say these words and to shorten them. So they plus R becomes there. So that's two words becoming one. and it still means the same thing. So you're going to do that. You plus are equals. So if I say, Michael, you are sitting in your chair. Mackenzie, you are drinking water. Naomi, you are smiling at the computer. Ada, you are sitting neatly or great with good posture. And Solomon, you are listening very well. If I say that, those work, right? But what if I say you're doing it? Does it mean the same thing? It does. So for the rest of the problems, for we plus are, and then you're going to do the same thing for he plus is, she plus is, it plus is, you're going to make the contraction. Make sure you put the apostrophe in the right place. Because if you have they plus are equals, and then you write the word wrong, you write. You see that? Does that look right? Now you're trying to make one word, but you did the spelling wrong. You put the apostrophe in the wrong place. The apostrophe being in the right place is just as important as making sure the contraction is right. Okay? So the apostrophe is the contraction. If you don't put the apostrophe in the right place, it's not going to be correct. All right, so make sure you take your time with that. And then at the bottom, on the other part, you're going to have they plus have, you plus have, we plus have, I plus have. And you're going to combine that. All right, there's a key to those things. Sometimes you're just going to use the last two letters of the last letter of the second word. All right, now your dictation at the bottom. I hope you guys are ready. If not, you can rewind the video and listen to it. You have a sentence at the top row, on the top row, and then you have a sentence on the bottom row. I'm going to read the top row right now, and all you have to do is write it exactly as you hear it. Okay, the first one is Tim helped Rick with the large puzzle. Tim helped Rick with the large puzzle. The bottom sentence, Beth gave Miss Pam a gift. Beth gave Miss Pam a gift. All right, on the back, I'm going to give quick directions here. First, on number one, you're going to read the sentences. You're going to mark the bubble that shows whether or not the contraction is written correctly. So that is something we're practicing with. Because again, if you don't write the contraction correctly, it's wrong totally. So here's a way to practice. The children aren't here today is number one. Is that written correctly? Is that written correctly, do you think? The two words in there are supposed to be are not. So the children aren't here today. I don't know if that's written correctly. So let's look at it, all right? We have two words. We have the word aren't, okay? But the aren't comes from are plus not. So usually you're going to take the last two letters or just the last letter. So when you have the contraction, is that right? What do you guys think? I think it's better if you have it like that, aren't. But you can't put the contraction in the right place. They put R and then put an apostrophe and then an NT, not the correct position for the apostrophe. So you have to really take your time, like I said, make sure you're looking. Isn't he ready yet? All right? You need to make sure. If something's missing, it might be spelled wrong. They might be missing the apostrophe. Look carefully, take your time, and then you can do the last two together. The number two, it's pretty cool because you're going to need some coloring utensils, a crayon or color pencil, and you're going to read the words on each hiking boot. All right? How many hiking boots do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we have an even number. We have 16 total. All right? You're going to color the pair of words that match the contraction. So color each pair of boots a different color. So what do they mean by this? Well, let's do one together so you can have an example. So you have the first one. It says your. All right? Your. Your is one word, but when you break it out and take away the contraction, it means you are. So what we're looking for, we already have your. Now we need to find the boot that says you are. Okay, so where are we going to find that? Raise your hand if you found it. You see it? It's close to the bottom. It's on the right-hand side. Oh, I think everybody sees it. Okay, you're going to have you are. So what you're going to do is you're going to color your, you color that red. You can color it any color, but I'm just saying you're going to color that one red. And then when you find the contraction or the two words that are the same, you're going to color that one red. So when you find the pair, you're going to match it up. So your and you are going to be the same color. You're going to do that for each pair that you have, okay? So you have 16 total boots. That means you're going to have 8 pairs. So you're going to have 8 different colors. So you need 8 different crowns or 8 different color pencils to do this assignment right here. It should be fun. I think you guys are going to do well. If you have any questions, let me know. Rewind the video for the dictation. Hope you have a blessed day.